Welcome to the Deep Dive, your shortcut to being well informed. Today we're diving into something, well, pretty fundamental, water safety. Specifically, we're going to unpack backflow testing, especially thinking about a place like Port Moody. We've got a stack of articles here, notes on water systems, regulations, you name it. Our mission, to cut through the jargon, figure out what backflow really is, why it matters so much, and what you need to know to keep your water safe.
Okay, so let's start right there. What exactly is backflow? Can you break that down for us?
Absolutely. So backflow, it's basically the unwanted reversal of water flow in your plumbing. Think of it like this. Clean, potable water, the stuff we drink, suddenly flows backward. And it mixes with non-potable water, maybe from sprinklers or a heating system, or even something like dirty mop water. It's a major contamination risk, a serious one. And it can happen a couple of ways. One big one is back siphonage. That's often caused by a sudden pressure drop in the city's water main, like if there's a big fire and they use tons of water, or a water main breaks.
Okay, like sucking liquid back up a straw. Exactly like that. The pressure change pulls the dirty water back into the clean line. Then there's backpressure. This is where the non-potable water system, say a pump or boiler, has higher pressure, and it literally pushes its way back into your drinking water supply.
Okay, that makes sense. Unsettling, but it makes sense. But here's something I think a lot of us wonder. Why can't we just assume the water's always safe? Why do we need this regular testing? Isn't the system designed to prevent this?
That's a really important point, because you can't see the problem until it's too late. Backflow preventers, these devices, they're like silent guardians. But they can fail, they wear out, they get damaged.
Right.
And if one fails, your clean water could be compromised very quickly, minutes even. You could expose, potentially a whole neighborhood or building to waterborne diseases without any obvious sign. Testing is really the only way to know if that protection is actually working.
So it's a preventive check, finding vulnerabilities early.
Precisely. It avoids potentially serious health issues and, honestly, huge repair costs down the line. Plus, here in Canada, it's mandated. Municipalities, provinces, they have strict rules. So it's a legal thing, but also, a community responsibility. Avoids fines, too, of course.
Okay, so it's about health, it's about cost, it's about compliance. That really covers it. Now, for someone listening who thinks, okay, maybe I need this, what's the deal with frequency? How often should testing happen? And what actually goes on during a test?
Good question. Generally, the standard recommendation is annual testing, once a year for most places. But commercial properties or maybe complex home systems with irrigation or pools might need it more often. Depends on the setup and the risk.
And the test itself. What should someone expect?
Right. So a certified technician comes out that's key certified. They'll inspect the backflow prevention device very carefully, look for leaks, any signs of wear, blockages. They use specialized gear, test kits, pressure gauges, flow meters. It's quite technical.
And just to be clear, this isn't something a homeowner can just do themselves over the weekend.
Absolutely not, no. It must be done by a certified professional. They have the training, the right equipment, and they know the standards. It ensures the test is accurate and meets legal requirements.
Makes sense. So we've covered compliance, avoiding fines, but are there bigger picture benefits beyond just ticking a box?
Oh, definitely. Think long term. Regular testing prevents those catastrophic failures that lead to incredibly expensive repairs, not just the device, but potentially contaminated plumbing throughout a property. It also directly contributes to maintaining high water quality for everyone connected to the system. And, it protects property value, shows you're a responsible owner, gives buyers peace of mind. Actually, there's a great local example from Port Moody, a restaurant. They were really diligent about their annual testing schedule.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and because of that, they caught a leaking valve just in time. It could have easily led to a pretty significant contamination event, affecting customers, their reputation, everything.
Wow, so that diligence really paid off. Saved them a huge headache, probably worse.
Yeah, exactly. It's a real-world case of prevention working. Saved money, yes, but also protected public health and trust.
Powerful stuff. So if you're a property owner and you've got a test scheduled, how can you prepare? What should you do beforehand and maybe afterwards?
Good practical point. Preparation is simple, really. First, make sure the technician can easily get to the device. Clear any clutter, boxes, landscaping, whatever might be blocking access.
Okay, clear access. Anything else?
Yeah, having documentation ready is super helpful. If you have records of past tests or the installation papers for the device, maybe maintenance logs, bring those out. It gives the tech context.
Got it. And after the test is done.
Then you really want to talk with your technician, go over the results, understand what they found. If repairs or maybe even a replacement are needed, get that sorted out promptly. And keep meticulous records of everything the test report, any repairs done. It's vital for showing compliance, and it helps with planning for future maintenance too.
That's incredibly helpful advice. You've really shown a light on something vital, but often invisible. Backflow testing. Clearly critical for community health.
It really is. And maybe a final thought for everyone listening, just consider the ripple effect. Clean, safe water builds trust, it supports well-being in the whole community. So maybe ask yourself, what's one small thing you can do, starting today, to help ensure the integrity of our local water supply?
A great question to leave us with. Thanks so much for breaking that all down, and thank you for joining us on the Deep Dive.